What is this life-changing business book you've never heard of? Boop. It's Maverick by Ricardo Semler. This book is the basis for how AppSumo.com has been able to get to over $30 million in revenue. When I first read it 8 years ago, we were doing around $4 million bucks, read this book, implemented some of the changes from it, and bam, 8 years later, $30 million. In this video, I'm gonna show you the 5 major things that we implemented in the book so you can copy it and use it to grow your own business. So who is Ricardo Semler? 1, he's a Brazilian dude, and my favorite language is Portuguese. Secondly, he took over his father's centrifuge manufacturing business when he was just 21 years old. He grew the business from $4 million to over 200 million buckaroos, and I would say he's the godfather of decentralized management. Why should you read this book? 1, if you want to scale your company beyond a startup. 2, if you want to build a company that's fun to work at and attracts the best talent. And 3, you want to build a company that doesn't need you. If that's interesting to you, keep watching this video and check out the book. But Noah, no one's reading the book. If you read the same books that everyone else is reading, you're gonna get the same results. But this book is gonna give you an edge because not as popular, not as many people are reading it, and you're gonna find out some things that you can implement today to get some of these amazing results. So here are the 5 main core concepts that I wanna talk about that you can use for your own business today. Let your employees be your own boss, or as I like to say it, let your teammates make decisions. So at AppSumo, when Eamon started 2020, he chose his own budget, he chose his own goals, and he set the strategies that he wanted to do to accomplish it during the year. And throughout the year, me and the board just are there to assist him. It's like player, coach. Think about that within your own company. Are you telling everyone what to do, or are they getting to decide what they want to do? Imagine yourself. Do you get excited when you choose your own goals of saying, here's where I want to go, or when your boss comes out and tells you what to do? So in this book, that was one of the things that I really liked, is that people get to truly care and own what they've actually decided. My favorite sentence to say at our company is, who's in charge? Someone says, hey, can I do this or do that? Who's in charge? They are. And if they're not in charge, that is not how you're delegating to scale your business. So at his company, Ricardo Semler's company, a few things that they do that we have implemented is 1, let people choose their own goals. They even go a step further and let people choose their own salaries. We're not there just yet. Another part of being your own boss is meritocracy that I took away from the book. So it's not that you get assigned to be the leader. The leader is the one who says, I am going to be the leader, and acts as a leader. So think about that in your own company. If you want to raise up, if you want to get more money, if you want to be the boss, you go and be the boss. Being your own boss is pretty damn amazing. So if you are starting a business or you're running your own business, I'm here to help you have success in your business journey. So make sure to hit subscribe and the notification bell. I put out 1 to 3 juicy business videos every single week. As well, I do exclusive live office hours for our subscribers. I'll see you there. So no rules. At Sumo Group, we've actually never had official titles since the beginning. I still call myself the Chief Sumo. And our company, we do have some things called standard operating procedures, or SOPs. Maybe you guys have heard of them at your own businesses. So there is some benefit of having structure in your business, but I think why it's so critical is that rules limit innovation. Rules limit people going out and exploring things and creating new things in the business. Bureaucracies are built for people who are trying to prove themselves with these rules and these limitations. So a couple of key points from these books is eliminate the rules in your business. See what things you're following and say, why do we follow this? We used to have a door broken at the Sumo Group office, and we just started accepting it's just always broken. Question some of the rules that you guys are doing in your own company. And secondly, no job descriptions, no titles. Let people go do the work that's expected of them, but let them go and explore and be excited to go work on different things. All right, hiring adults. I love this one. My mom always asks me, Noah, how do you know they're working if they're not at the office? How do you know? And I think that's just kind of an old school factory worker mentality, because we hire adults. We hire people who are intrinsically motivated. You don't have to ask them why they're motivated. They're excited to go help our underdogs, help our sumolings, and work on the problems we have. So when people are asking in a job interview or so forth, how many hours do you work at the company? I'm like, it's not gonna be a good fit here, because I don't care about how many hours. I care about the results, because an adult is someone who's responsible and is excited to get their work done. So I'm not even the CEO at AppSumo. Eamon is. And that to me is one of the successes of our companies, that we've been able to hire adults and then let them go be adults and flourish within our company. So why it's so important is only adults were gonna own it and create value for the business. So specifically from the book itself, is number 1, create an environment where adults can make their own decisions and they can be adults. Are you telling them what to do? I know with YouTube and our titles, I've had a lot of things where I'm like, oh, I wanna change that title, I don't know if I like it. But that takes away the power from Jeremy, who ends up making a lot of these decisions for the title. As well as trust your people. If you've hired them to be adults, let them go be adults. When you take that power away from them, it removes them being adult, puts them in that child role. Oh, daddy, no. And then lastly, remove yourself as the CEO. So the ultimate test whether you created an environment of owners is that, have I built a business that everyone can actually run the business by themselves? Because they're adults. If you tell them what to do, you've lost. So in the book, and as well at AppSumo, there's many times where I want to correct people, or I want to say, here's exactly how you do it. And if I tell Eamon how to run AppSumo, or if I tell Mitchell exactly how to run the YouTube channel, or Jeremy, the producer, of how to do these scripts, I've lost. And so you're disempowering them. And the reality is when people say, I empower people, I love not being a micromanager, you probably are. And so what you have to do is say, all right, I can't tell them what to do. I can make recommendations or suggestions if they want it. You've hired them to do it, let them go do it. And the last piece I want to say that's really important is that step away from your business. One of the things that Ricardo talks about in his business, and that I've done at the company for many, many years now, is that you step away for a week, a month, whatever is reasonable for you to start experimenting with, and you see where the cracks are in your business. But when people have to solve the problems themselves and you're not around, guess what? They're gonna figure it out. That's the beauty of actually running a company, hiring adults, being their own boss, not having rules, not telling what to do, is that you create an amazing business where the people flourish, your customers flourish, and the company flourishes as well. So here's some immediate action steps if you don't have time to actually read the whole book and the amazing journey that they've gone through to create a successful company. Is number one, stop making decisions for your employees or teammates, as we like to call them at Sumo Group. So next time someone comes and asks you, what should we do, or what do you think about this, or can I do this? You say, who's in charge? Try it out. Number two, make sure every one of your teammates has a key result to own. Let them choose their own goal. They've decided it, let them own it, let them run with it. Third, remove any rules that communicate that you don't trust your employees or teammates. Just remove the rules completely and let them make some of their own decisions. If you have to do something repetitive, have software do it, or then you can have an operating procedure, but for the most part, let them go out and flourish and experiment. That's how your growth and innovation is gonna happen. Cancel any meetings that are not essential. This is one of the things where a lot of times, if you're not looking forward to a meeting, can you improve it or change it to have a meeting, or can you remove it? At Sumo Group, we had meetings every Monday, and I was like, do we need to do this meeting? Is it beneficial? And so we canceled them and moved a few of the meetings to Friday and just removed some of them completely. The point being is that, do you have to do these things in your business, or have you been doing them? And I think just asking yourself that question will lead you to some really interesting results. Lastly, make a plan to remove yourself as a CEO. It's not that you should step out of your business and working 1 hour a week is actually the ideal situation. The real question to be saying is, how do I want to spend every single day? What would be amazing to do around that? And in what parts of the business can I actually find people who get excited to do the accounting, the running the business, being a part of meetings, doing the marketing? For me, I get to make videos like this, and so we've hired people like Eamon to build out a team and run the business that's day to day, so I can do this stuff and share it with you guys. If you watch this video, I'm guessing that you have your own business and you're looking to grow it faster. My recommendation is check out this video above about how to improve your copywriting to double your revenue. Yeah, seriously, change the words on your website, your emails, and beyond, and that'll help your business grow significantly faster. And if you haven't already, make sure to hit the subscribe button and notification bell below, bing, so you don't miss any of our juicy videos, as well our exclusive office hours. I love you, and I'll see you out there. Pew, pew.